The screen, yes, the screen is coming on. So hi everybody, this is TheHande, and streaming a game for a change. It's actually quite a change. I usually don't stream games, and I'm gonna let the intro play out. But like it says in the title, today we're playing Clock Tower. I'm actually playing this on the Super Nintendo, and in case if you haven't watched over on YouTube, or rather on my second channel on YouTube, which is TheHande Backup. That's the name of the my second channel, which is my Let's Play channel. I recently did a playthrough of this game, Clock Tower, where I actually got the S ending for this game. And if we look at the endings list here, you can see I've gotten the endings S, A, B, C, and F, and H. And like it says in the title of the stream is I'm going to be trying to get the bad endings. So as you can see, it's mostly the bad endings, D, E, and G, that are left. And the first thing I'm going to do in the stream is trying to get the G ending. So let's do the quick start, because the intro sequence of this game takes quite a long while to play out. But I will show one thing I didn't show when I was playing. Yeah, I can definitely tell there's a bit of lag on my end, but it shouldn't matter. Like, none of the death traps in this game are like so bad. Yeah, this is the thing I really hate about playing this. So okay, so I skipped the intro there. But of course, if you don't know the plot of this game, you're Jennifer Simpson. Obviously modeled after Jennifer Connelly, and you and three other teenage girls are being adopted by a Miss Barrows, or you think is a Miss Barrows. But then something kind of creepy happens. All the other girls have disappeared, and you're walking around. And yes, this game is this first game in the series. Which is just called Clock Tower, but the PlayStation version of this is called Clock Tower: The First Fear. There was also a PC. I think the PC version might have actually been the original version, then it converted to Super Famicom. So I'm playing this on a Super Nintendo, but obviously this game was never released in outside of Japan. In fact, I found out after I did finish that video that actually the PlayStation version didn't come out. I thought for some reason the PlayStation version had been released outside Japan, but it has not. So this first game was exclusively a Japanese release. Then the sequel, Clock Tower 2, which is actually just called Clock Tower, and was on PlayStation 1. That one, which is the only one that it's a direct. This game it's the only direct sequel to this game. But they didn't call it Clock Tower. They called it Clock Tower because this first Clock Tower hadn't been released in the West. Sorry, my controller is actually kind of wrapped up right now. The lights are out. Yeah, where's the switch? There's the switch. Yeah. There might even be even more pronounced lag. I guess I cheated a little. I managed to cheat a little bit when I recorded that. That playthrough for YouTube, because of course I could sync myself up a lot better. Empty. So the West Wing key isn't there. Okay, so we're getting the G ending on this, and the G ending, the H ending is like the biggest goof, silly ending. So once you shake off Bobby, the way to get the H ending is you just go straight to the garage and you start the car. You don't get any of the other inventory items. You don't do anything to progress the plot. You just try to escape and basically abandon your friends, and that's how you get the worst possible ending. Now, we're trying to get the second worst ending, which involves us also abandoning our friends, but we have to see two of them die, which is Laura and Anne. We don't have to worry about Lottie. Lottie is the third girl. And, wait a minute, this is Laura. Okay, so I think we're gonna do this death. I'm gonna go do both deaths when I'm doing one of the other endings, D or E. We'll kill Anne off that time, but we're gonna have to. But I'm gonna start with Laura because there's a much easier way to see Anne die. There comes Bobby. Man, the music in this is so good. Alright. Yeah. So I tried mentioning when I was playing last time. Also, I'll try to get more Bobby appearances when we play as Jennifer. When we get the second ending, like this first ending isn't gonna take us too long to get, because the only thing we really need to get is the West Wing key. None of the other inventory items really matter. You might experience some, the game lag there. I think it's just because like this game is a repro cart of the unofficial English translation, so obviously it has some compatibility issues with my European SNES. So sometimes when weird shit like that happens, I think that's just it. That this game is running on a version of the console that it wasn't like built for. And I really wish when we get to AB, I kind of hope that we actually get the Demon Idol version of the key puzzle. Because we do actually have to get into... Oh, now it was showed all the way. I've had the last couple of times when I played through this game, it doesn't like show the full end of this hallway. So you actually have to click that first door to even get into the other door. Yeah, okay, that's a lot easier. You know you've done it right when it happens like that easily. I mean, Jennifer is still like pretty... She's not tired, so that's another advantage there. People might be, I was actually also, I decided to do that little playthrough just because, for funsies, because I just genuinely enjoy playing this game. But I kind of wish I would have had Minna playing with me when I did the playthrough, because Minna can't handle horror games. Even this one, even though there's nothing like hugely scary about this one. Like Minna just like can't handle any really like scary shit. And that's why I love doing the when we did the little short joke let's play of Resident Evil Code Veronica X, which is honestly not one of my favorite Resident Evil games. We just did it because I had it, and it was easy to just play it. Oh yeah, and I'm just that reminds me again that I really would want to do a let's play of Resident Evil 2. But unfortunately, the nest is full of eggs and chung and tea. There's a key. Yes, the West Wing key should be here. Yes, alright, so now we get into the West Wing. So there's a couple of different ways the other girls get... One of the girls will die always at the start. Whether you go into the foyer, which is this big room, or you go into that bathroom. And if you go to the bathroom, it's Laura who dies. If you go into the foyer, Anne dies. So now we have to get in Anna's death. And I really hope that this works, because this is also randomized. Yes, that's it. Alright, so we have to look at a window. Oh, there. Alright, and after this we need to just go to the garage. And basically if you want the S ending, if that scream happens, because it doesn't always happen, you just ignore it, you don't look out the windows. And so now Laura and Anne are both dead. And I think if Laura is killed, no, sorry, if Anne is killed first, there's a couple of ways that you can discover that Laura is dead. And one of them is that she might be in that suit of armor that's in the golden key room, the study. But it's randomized too. Like she might not be in there. And the other way that she might be dead is I don't remember if it relates to the scream. It might be that it relates to the scream, and that you have to go into the courtyard and see her see her drown in the pool. But I've never been able to see the pool death for myself, and I get the feeling like, because the only way you can really get into the only way I've ever been able to get into the the courtyard is if you get that version of the events where Miss Mary drugs you. And that only happens, I recently discovered that only happens, apparently, if you don't discover the secret room, which is what you need to discover to get the good ending. Alright. Alright, so now our friends are dead, except for Lottie. We don't know what happened to her. But now, I'm trying to click this goddamn box. Okay, this is a key. A car key. Pocket it, the car key. Alright. Alright, and now we do it for the third time. I think she drives off. And now the credits will start rolling. At least I hope this was the correct ending. I think this had to be. Because I do seem to recall that the H ending, you just one of the you don't see all the girls die. You just you just after you shake off Bobby, you just go straight to the garage. Well, okay, I remember which one is which, but I don't remember the letters exactly. But it's one of those things like for those other endings, the paths you get them are pretty much the same. But you, and by same I mean that you have to, all your friends have to die, and you mustn't learn that Mary is one of the bad guys. I had gotten wait a minute, which letter was that? I kind of like the shittiest of the kind of middle path endings. So these last two endings are kind of like these joke endings, really. Like the game ends prematurely. S and A, S, A, B, and C are kind of like the sort of good endings. You survive until the end, but only in the S ending do any of your other friends die. Which in the sequel, it's actually not canon. Like all the earlier friends are dead in the sequel. So at most, the A ending is like the canon ending. Oh yeah, and that's also the A ending is different depending on who died at the beginning. Oh yeah, this is just the Cradle Under the Star theme, yeah. So that's this. I tried to talk about this soundtrack actually on the Let's Play. That's the other reason why it would be nice if I had another person to play with when I did the playthrough to the S ending, because I always get distracted by stuff. But yeah, this song is called Cradle Under the Star. And Don't Cry Jennifer, yeah, sorry, I got it wrong. Don't Cry Jennifer is, I think, the name of the end credits theme. I thought for some reason that it was called The Nightmare Is Over, but I suppose that's not the name of it. This is called Cradle Under the Star. I really love this. I actually used this theme in one of my cartoons when me and Akulan did his Metal Gear Solid teaser cartoon. Okay, let's see if this is any different from the other ending. I think it should be. And so Jennifer returned to the orphanage. She was discovered in her room 3 days later. Dead. Yeah, that's kind of anticlimactic. The H ending is actually kind of cooler. What happens in that? Like, it shows like in the car, and then it shows like the her looking in the rear view mirror, and then Bobby's scissors come up, and she ends up getting killed. So, oh yeah, we got the G ending. Yeah, so the H endings. Sorry, I don't know which one I was talking about. All right, so D or E is the next port of call, and let's do the quick start again. All right, there's one part where I might have to cheese it and reset the system, because there's one random event, like I said, that might happen. Wait. You should always check this box anyway. Although for some weird reason, for a good number of playthroughs that I've had recently, the West Wing key hasn't been here. Oh, now it is here. Yeah, you see. So there's some of the items, like the locations of them, are randomized like that. So so some of them you don't get in the same places, and also some of the rooms are randomized as well, which is very confusing. All right, and now we didn't come into this room just in the previous playthrough. Small bottle of perfume. Yes, so this is the perfume bottle we need in order to get past the dog. It smells like Miss Mary's. I didn't notice that they call her Miss Mary, but she's, married to Simon, so she shouldn't be Mrs.? Alright, but here's the other. Oh, it didn't happen! Okay, I guess that doesn't always happen. Like in my playthrough, like a hand comes through the mirror and tries to strangle her. That usually happens to me. I wonder what... That's weird. It didn't happen that time. That's surprising. Alright, so now we're gonna ignore that dripping. And we're gonna come through here. Now how the hell did she get up there? Come on. I gotta know, and some kind of friggin' ninja, like she ends up like on the higher floors and everything. Okay, this is how you avoid Bobby. Okay, you can hear the scissors cut in the other direction, so you just turn around. That's weird. Like I forget that this NES had such like good sound. Like it can differentiate between left and right speakers. But yeah, I guess because that's it's a stereo sound and all that good shit. There's always that debate that rages on, like which one had the better sound chips, the Super Nintendo or the Mega Drive. And the thing is, the Mega Drive, sounds like a Yamaha keyboard. Really, that's all I hear now. Ever since I discovered, and it's not like a big secret or anything, but the sound chip on the Mega Drive, of course, is just a Yamaha sound chip, the same that's in the same one that's in the keyboards. And don't get me wrong, I think it's kind of cool to some extent. Yeah, now it's doing that. Like I don't know what was going on last time when I was playing through this. Like, that door wouldn't scroll all the way to the end with the door. All right. By the way, this is my preferred hiding spot from Bobby, specifically because there's 3 like key items in here that you need. There's the rope in the background. There's the pesticides, and then there's the rope in this. And I hate this. What happens here? Like, Bobby just turned around, but I hate what happens here specifically. That Jennifer just climbs over here, and then you try to climb again, and you can't do it. No good, too high to climb. Maybe you should stop smoking. I know, cheap joke. Yeah, I just love, the fact that she is modeled after Jennifer Connelly. I haven't seen the movie that apparently inspired this. Apparently she was in a horror movie called Phenomena. I know because I did the whole thing when I did the research thing when I did the edit. And actually, sorry guys, I'm gonna pause it just a quick sec here, and that's just my luck, isn't it? Like my throat gets sore as I start streaming. What a fucking perfection, yeah. Yeah. I've had some really rotten luck today, really. Like, I was waiting for a phone call. And it happened at a point when I was nowhere near the phone, of course. And also, I was ordering some books for my job. And I'd already paid for the books, and then the website crashed, and I had to, settle that whole big mess. All right, so let's go to the West Wing now, just because we can, and let's goof around a little bit. And I'm wondering, there's one thing that I wanted to happen for a long, long while, but it hasn't happened for several playthroughs yet. The scream didn't happen. Or it didn't happen now, but it might happen later. So now we're in the West Wing, and there's a lot of creepy things in this West Wing that I didn't show in the playthrough. So let's go through some of the creepy rooms now that I didn't go through last time. Yeah. This is bad. Like, I hope my throat gets better, because I'm recording a podcast tomorrow with Retro Kaiser. Yeah, they get these creepy noises. Huh. Okay, nothing then? I thought there would be something in the friggin' cupboard. Yeah. There was one bug. There was one really bad bug when when I did my playthrough, when I had already discovered that Miss Mary was one of the bad guys. Okay, nothing. Whatever. This is the creepy organ room. Now let's run for a spell. And look at that. Ew. Creepy organs. Yeah. I guess we have to go to the crib room now, at least. Oh yeah, and I stand by what I said, that if you wind up in a situation where you have to go up and down the stairs, like, absolutely do it in the West Wing, because if you have to do it in any of the other rooms, it's just a pain in the ass. Ah, it's the bathroom, the second bathroom. All right, let's look in the sink. The water is running. Okay. Sometimes, sometimes when you, whoops. Okay, I didn't want to go there. But sometimes, if you use the sink, blood's gonna come out. That happened to me like just recently, and you know, I actually did jump a bit because I wasn't expecting it. I just did it as a goof to see, like, okay, do the sinks happen? Do the sinks do anything? Do the sinks happen? Such wow. What was that sound? Okay, I hope now the... Yeah, when I was playing through, something happened with this doll. It didn't like this didn't play out the way it's supposed to. Okay, now. No. So yeah, the freaking doll can kill you. So that's kind of dumb, honestly. And as I said, like, that background color sort of indicates like your health, but it doesn't really like work like normally, if you will. Things written here look serious. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Alright, I didn't show this before. Empty. Alright. I don't think Bobby shows up here. But in the music room, I think we can make Bobby show up. It's kind of weird because I kind of know all the parts where Bobby is gonna like show up if he shows up. It's because I like this when you're running through here and if Bobby's chasing you. You know, I love the when Jennifer jumps over the gap, and because Bobby can't make it. It just cracks me up. It reminds me of that scene from Wizards where Avatar is following. No, not Avatar. I mean the elf guy following Avatar, and he falls into the cliff. And it just tells him to keep going. I forget that guy's name, but it's Richard Romanus plays him in the movie. It's weird, like, so... it was just recently, the only time that of the recent playthroughs that I got the Demon Idol puzzle was the, when I got the C ending. And again, it is the friggin' staff. Damn it. All right, but hey, let's play the piano just for shits and giggles and scares. Or with my luck, of course, I play the piano and Bobby doesn't show up. All right. Here he comes. Run, Jennifer, run! All right. Actually, let's see if I can make this happen. Because I think all I have to do is like run to the left and then run back. I think it'll like automatically play that scene where Bobby falls down. I just really want to see it. Yes, it happened automatically. Here he comes. Aw, poor Bobby. He didn't make it. Poor baby. Alright. Alright, so the sacred room is obviously over here, but we're not gonna go there. Okay. I think there's a thing that she can use the... Okay, now she did it. Jesus, what was the... What was the friggin' problem? I clicked that like a million times. All right, but now let's go explore the horrors of the lower, the ground floor. Well, I'll try to check that suit of armor. Oh, there you see that was a bug there. Okay, yeah, that door leads nowhere. There's always like one door that is like it doesn't work. Dang it! I really kind of wished that I would have gotten to have shown of the demon idol puzzle, but I suppose not. There's still a creepy doll room, but okay. I really hope Anne is in the. No, wait. Is it? No, Laura. Laura, yeah. I really hope Laura is in the freaking suit of armor now. You know, I love the fact that she does run straight to that door when you are just running, but I don't like the fact that on the upper floor, if you keep running, she just stops just before the doors, and so you know, there's cockroaches in there. I'm not gonna show it again separately. I'm just gonna use the insecticide or the pesticide and just be done with it. Oh yeah, and also, like, if we get that random scene where we get thrown into the cage, I noticed that you can actually cheese that by resetting. So if that happens now, sprayed insecticide. So if that happens now, I'm gonna cheese it, because if we end up in the shack, then I have to restart the game anyway, because then we can't get endings D or F. I mean, sorry, D or E. Yes, D or E. Yeah. I get the letters mixed up sometimes. Now at least we've been chased by Bobby once. That's good. That's great. This fridge, of course, has the ham. So if you do want to be prepared for the other scenario, then you can take the ham. Okay, I thought last time actually that these rooms, the silver and the gold key rooms, get randomized, but I think I was talking out of my ass. I don't think. Oh yeah, and you can hear the telephone ring, and if you actually try to answer the telephone, it's in the gold key room. Then Jennifer noticed that the wire's been cut. So this game is kind of weird. Like, well, I guess it's not that weird. Like, it is supernatural, but then there's like just random spooky shit. Like, I get that Bobby is the Scissorman, and I get that Dan is the evil baby in the basement. Like, that stuff makes sense. I get that that they might have like evil powers or something. But then there's just kind of completely random nonsense that just happens. Like that mirror that tries to strangle you. Use gold key. Okay, good. Yes, we didn't get thrown into the shed. It seems to have been recently used. Some of the drink is still in there. Question mark? A silver key is under the glass. Pocketed the silver key. Excellent. And I think now Anne might be in here because it allowed me to click this. No, sorry, Laura. I keep getting the names mixed up. Yes! Laura? Like, I love the fact that she's just dead and, you know... and that, you know, somebody bothered to actually, like, cram her in that, like, suit of armor. Like, it's a completely, you know, pointless... just a completely nonsensical, like, you know, thing to do. Oh, yeah, I didn't click the phone, but I'm not gonna go back there. Because now I gotta do the stairs again. Okay, but that means also we won't be hearing any screams. Oh, hey, come on. Jennifer. I hate that. That is really annoying. You know what? That kind of reminds me of Jack Keen. That's a 3D point-and-click adventure game. It was made by a German company, but then it was localized into English. And it voiced over... The voiceover was done by Audio Gods, who were the same guys who did the voiceovers for the Sonic Adventure titles. And I tried very hard not to say Sonic Adventure games there because, you know. Anyway, anywho, yeah, so, and Jack Keen is actually, and Jack himself is actually voiced by Shadow the Hedgehog, or the original voice actor. I think it's Humphrey something or other. It's really weird because he doesn't sound, because in that he's just talking with his normal voice. He doesn't sound at all like Shadow. But Lonnie Manella is the girl, and she sounds exactly like Rouge the Bat. Alright. Oh yeah, and also, of course, John St. John is in that because, you know what, another game voiced by the Audio Gods guys is Runaway, which is one of my all-time favorite adventure games. And John St. John is multiple characters in that. He's like the helicopter pilot, who actually does sound a lot like Duke Nukem. Lonnie Manella, like, the thing is, like, Lonnie Manella actually, I think, is a good voice actress, but she has this interesting, like, acting tick with her when she's not entirely sure what the emotion that her character is supposed to be feeling when she says a line. Then you get what I call, like, the awkward Manila talk. And especially Gina in Runaway. A lot of her dialogue sounds like that, but I actually really love it. It's like, it's not like good voice acting, but I just find it kind of adorable. Then when she does know what she's doing, like of course she does a great job. I think she has like bit roles in like big cartoon things. Like, I think she is like the TV reporter who interviews the Flash in Justice League Unlimited, and, you know, little things like that. And, oh yeah, and I think she's done, I think she might have done anime dubs. Either that or I'm thinking of some video game and I'm getting it mixed up. So this room, by the way, is probably the abandoned library then. Because sometimes it's in a different location. Alright. And this room looks like the one in the mural. Alright. Yeah. And down we go. Down into the sewers. Not the sewers, sorry, the caves. What was that sound? That goes pretty far. I can descend with this ladder here. Well, that's good. That's cheerful. Makes me feel right at home. That was a Gabriel Knight 3 line. And I think the dog does like if you stay in this room for too long and you don't solve this puzzle, like the dog will actually eat you. So I used the ropes and the perfume. The dog knows the smell very well. It smells like the perfume Mary uses. And I would want to know like why in the internal logic of this game, Jennifer doesn't like put two and two together at this point that Miss Mary is evil. But whatever. All right. Okay, so this is the difference you have to do. Like to get that, the way I got that bad ending F, you have to actually ignore what's here, which is of course Lottie. Yeah, this is actually the most upsetting death. Like the other deaths are kind of. I said that I actually did say in the Let's Play that all the other girls' deaths, because they're kind of like, you know, shocking. They're over like so quickly. Like that's why they don't feel nearly as bad. But Lottie is like this because she's still alive just barely before this happens. Like it makes this like feel really bad. Yeah. And so like I said, in the canon like end of this game, Lottie is dead. Yeah. Also, yes, so there's like two spiritual sequels then to this game. There's the two official sequels. Sorry, not three official sequels. Although only two have anything to do with this. I mean, only one has anything to do with this game. Like, I think Clock Tower 2, which is actually Clock Tower 3, for instance, like already has like completely original characters. And then Clock Tower 3, which is actually 4. But I think they actually did call it 3 in Japan as well, because Capcom kind of. At that point, like Capcom owned the series, so Human Entertainment wasn't around anymore. They'd sold off their assets. So Capcom made a game called Haunting Ground, and people might know actually that. So that's the game where you're that girl in that very skimpy dress, being chased by that big motherfucker, and then there's a dog that helps you out. I actually would want to play that game. It kind of looks fun. So it's kind of the spiritual successor to this in the sense that you are a girl running around a spooky mansion trying to get away from monsters. Yeah, she has that shining icon, so which makes me think that you should be like tapping B, but it's really weird. And this thing too, like. Like, I'm pretty sure she falls down every time, that's the first time, each time, when you do that, regardless of whether or not you tap the button. Burn, baby, burn, disco inferno, burn, baby, burn, burn them brother down, burning. Alright, and... Alright. I was about to say the letter of the... Okay, now comes the choice that you have to make in order to make it to the... get one of the two endings. So in the F ending, you didn't see Lottie, and literally you get killed the minute you enter this elevator. So you do... So this is as far as you get in the F ending. But because we went to see Lottie, I think... it gives us a choice, but we die before the actual end of the game. Yes, alright. And I want to take this one because this is the one I actually want to see. So the key here is, like, for some reason Jennifer has not figured out yet that Miss Mary is actually one of the bad guys. Alright, so here we go. Who? Miss Mary! Good to see you, Jennifer. You're safe now. Mary! Why? And yeah, there it is. Like if you didn't learn that Mary was one of the bad guys. Oh, there's no graphic for this one. Okay. Man, so that is kind of depressing. And I think the other ending, so whichever that was, I was about to say D or E, but I honestly forget which one that is. But the other one is that where you go up to the third floor, but you don't make it to the clock tower. Bobby gets you in the elevator. So yeah, that's how that goes. And so the A ending is actually very similar to the S ending. Wait, what's the difference? What do you have to do in that? I think for the S ending, you have to discover that Mary is evil. Yes, but you don't find the secret room. I think that's really is the difference. Like for the S ending, you have to find the secret room. That's the thing. In the A ending, you can still get that Simon bit, and that lets you know that Mary is evil. And then depending on who survived the beginning, whether Laura or Anne, she's at the end with you. And in the S ending, Laura or Anne, whichever it is, survives along with you. But in the A ending, Mary comes out of the shadows and then murders Laura or Anne after you've first gotten rid of Bobby. Oh yeah, it doesn't play the proper end theme here. So that's the other thing in the endings S, A, B, and C. Like it plays actually plays the proper end theme. Yeah. Oh yeah, and then there's the third, not third. How many games are there actually? There was the second spiritual successor. So Haunting Grounds was Capcom's like spiritual successor to this, but I don't think it had any of the original Clock Tower crew work on it. But then Night Cry, yes, I think it's called Night Cry. That was a game actually came out like a few years ago. Like 2011 maybe, or something, somewhere thereabouts. And that one actually had the original development crew, like the original director of this game, work on it. And it was released for download services, and I've heard that the critical reception for it wasn't very good. But actually, I would actually really want to try it out. Yeah, my throat is really... we're going to end this... yeah, Hifumi Kono. That's the director of the game. So I'm going to end it now. I thought I might go for a third round just for funsies, but my throat is really hurting now, and I still have I have to have a podcast to record tomorrow. So yeah, I'm going to end it here. Yeah, slight downer note. If you want to see the happy ending, then go to my second YouTube channel, TheHande Backup, and you can go check out that. And let's check it. Did we get it? Yes. Only missing the E ending now. All right, but that ends it for this stream. Thank you for watching. I'm Hannu the Hande Mäkinen. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.